So what's going on with the housing market on the Mid-Peninsula in San Mateo County? Welcome to the Monday Morning Market Minute, where I go over the weekly housing inventory report for the Mid-Peninsula in San Mateo County. Hi, I'm Dan Gilmartin. I'm part of the Gilmartin Group Real Estate Company in Burlingame, California. It's June 29th, 2026, the last Monday of June. Let's get started. Okay, single family inventory from South San Francisco to Redwood City right now is 188. That is down from last week's 208, and that's 2 weeks in a row. Single family inventory has decreased. Generally in June and July is when we see a peak of inventory, and right now we have inventory decreasing in the single family sector. We had 30 homes come on the market. Last week that number was 43, and we had 37 go into contract. Last week that number was 37. Average days on market for the 37 homes that went into contract was 18 days. The 37 homes that went into contract divided into the 180 single-family homes right now, that is a 5-week market. Also, last year this time, single-family inventory, 236. In 2024, that number was 167, and in the 2023 number was 172. Again, here we're at 188. 30 came on the market, and 37 go into contract. Condominiums and townhomes right now, 183 on the market. Last week, that number was 177. Last year, this time, that number was 232. In 2024, that number was 190, and the 2023 number is 112. We had 27 condominiums, townhomes come on the market. Last week, that number was 23. And we had 11 go under contract, not nearly as good as last week's 19. Actually, the last few weeks in the condominium townhome sector, the sale number was in the teens or high teens, which we like to see. So last week, the number was 19. This week is 11. 11 go into contract out of the 183. That is a 17-week market. But the average days on market for the condominiums that went into contract was 55 days. And the average days on market for the townhomes that went into contract last week was 40 days. We also had 11 homes either expire, withdraw, or cancel from the marketplace. That's a low number. But here's a high number. 27 price reductions. That's a pretty high number out there. So total. From South San Francisco to Redwood City. Single-family homes, condominiums, and townhomes. Inventory is 371. That is down from last week's 385. Last year, this time, that number was 468. In 2024, that number was 357, and the 2023 number was 284. Again, here we're at 371. Single-family sector, it continues to run at a fast pace. Last week's question was, it's a 5-week market, and yet the average days on market is 18. Big question is, what do you need to do to be, if you're selling your home, to be to be in the group that's selling within a couple of weeks? Buyers, single-family home buyers, clearly, if the home is priced right and positioned well, you need to act decisively. Condominiums and townhomes, on the other hand, for buyers, there is more opportunity there in terms of a slower paced market and possibly some negotiating go on. Back to the single-family market, a home is on the market for more than 20 days or more, the market's clearly saying it's overpriced. Nothing's probably wrong with the home. They just started the wrong number, and that's also opportunities for buyers to not have to get into a bidding war, because the ones that are at 18 days or less, there's bidding wars going on. So there's a lot going on with the two different types of strategies. Clearly, the best strategy for sellers is to price it right, market it properly, and position yourself correctly. And if you're a buyer and you're seeing one of those homes doing that, you have to act very fast. And yet, anything 20 days or more in the market, you have a little bit more breathing room. Thanks for listening. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next week.